Greetings everyone, this is Vala here and welcome back to retro games that I used to play as a child. In this video, Ben 10 Battle Ready. Ben 10 wasn't a cartoon that I watched. Okay, let me read this third introduction. Gwen and Grandpa Max have sent Ben to an abandoned Sumo Slammer card factory to train with his newfound powers, but the simple exercises turn into a trial by fire when the evil Vilgax detects the Omnitrix's power signal and sends his robot drones to retrieve the device at any cost. Training can wait. It's hero time. Alright, we move around with arrow keys. We press X to transform once we have enough these things, I assume, or something. Or maybe I can press X, I don't know. Space to attack. And locate mission markers scattered around the main warehouse floor. Mastering all 10 of Ben's alien forms through these training missions is the only way to beat Vilgax's ultimate robot. Okay, so I can unlock the different forms by doing the different missions. This is energy to get more lives to the Sumo Slammer cards to complete missions. That's how you get your abilities or something. 10 superheroes on my wrist and an abandoned Sumo Slammer card factory to play in. Alright, let's get it on. Continued training. Yes, ready. Yes, I am ready. You do this. If you try to press the X button. Whoa. Whoa. I can't do this. It's just. Wait. You can switch between who you want to choose to. Interesting. So you have everything unlocked from the get-go. It's just you need to fucking whatchamacallit, you need to do some other things, other missions, I guess. Can you interact with this? You can go through walls with this. Whoa, that sounds a bit OP. Oh, that's why. I guess you only have a limited amount of time. Can I just go straight back to this? I see no reason why I just can't keep on reusing the same thing over and over again. I can just go through walls, I can get points, I can find my mission objectives much faster. That is an enemy. I'm gonna kill you, enemy. Goodbye. What am I looking for exactly? I'm looking for I cannot go through obstacles though, makes sense. Can I will destroy you. Mission description. Use a spooky Ghostfreak of yours to sneak through the sewers and keep an eye out for any bots that look like they might be bashing. Alright, let's do exactly that. Moving on. Anyway, as I was saying, I did not watch a lot of Ben 10 back in the day when Cartoon Network was active. I did watch a certain amount of it. I wouldn't say that I wouldn't say something like, oh, I wasn't a fan of Ben 10 or something, but it definitely wasn't like my most favorite of all of the cartoons that I watched. My favorites were things like what do you call it? Courage the Cowardly Dog, and also Powerpuff Girls were cool. Kids Next Door was one of my favorites. You can't go through these pipes, okay. There's also, you know, what was there? Ed, and Eddie was a little bit annoying because I did not find cartoons where people get hurt too exciting. By which I mean cartoons like Tom and Jerry and even the cat Augie and the evil cockroach and whatnot. I did not find those particularly appealing to myself. I have grown to appreciate them more over time, though, especially after learning that cats, that fucking okay. Can I attack downward? I cannot attack downward. I can only attack sideways. When I came to learn that Tom and Jerry were actually just like playing the idea of being rivals, they aren't actually rivals. The reason why they're playing rivals is because, well, their family expects the family guy. Not family guy. The whatchamacallit, the cat owner, Tom's owner, expects Tom to catch mice, but Tom became a friend of Jerry, and thus in order to continue being friends with Jerry, they have to pretend that they are enemies. So that way Tom makes it look like he's still catching mice and trying his absolute best, but Jerry is actually Tom's friend this whole time, and they have a good old this fun rivalry going on. And the animation, I've come to appreciate the animation a lot. That's for the X, by the way. I've come to appreciate the animation of Tom and Jerry a lot more as well over time. I just used to think Tom and Jerry's animation style was like the norm back in the day or whatever. But the more cartoons you watch, the more you realize that cartoons become way more cool when people just have fun trying to make their animations into something cool. But regardless, the point being, Ben 10 was a cartoon that I did enjoy. Like, if Ben 10 was on, I would watch it. But it wouldn't be like something that I was looking forward to most of the time. Which is a very hot take, but you know, that's just comes down to style, I guess. I was always a bigger fan of a cartoon-ish style, which I guess is weird to say because Ben 10 is literally cartoon, but like what I'm trying to say with that is more like how do you explain it? Like more colorful-ish something. I don't know how to explain it. You get what I mean though, right? Like when I say I was a big fan of fucking Powerpuff Girls and Kids Next Door and whatnot, you get the kind of style that I'm going for when I'm enjoying my cartoons, you know? Ben 10, it was cool, but yeah. Anyway, where is this final card? There is one more card left somewhere. I know that for a fact. There's a counter on the top left. That's how I know. Why can I not go past these things? It just makes no sense. When I press X, I cannot. Oh, and maybe it's... Okay, maybe... I think I know where it is. Yeah, it's right there. It's near the beginning part. You cannot go through these walls because of the reasons why. So, yeah. There's a sewer area here, but you can't... Yeah, you just... The downy lowy area, you cannot do much about. You cannot go there through here. You have to go all the way left and then all the way down. I'll see you real quick by the entrance. Yeah, this staircase right here. This is what blocks me from going upstairs, I suppose. This particular game though is I didn't play a lot of. You've mastered this progress saved. Saved progress. There we go. Congratulations. 1 of 10 missions beaten. Great. Can I have this thing active forever now? Is that a thing I can do, or is that not a thing I can do? Where can I find more missions is my question. Can I just like hold a direction and just go? I can. Ah, gray matter. Shrink down with gray matter to collect the Sumo Slammer car pieces. Try not to get squished. So this is what's going to happen. Is the same animation going to play out? Yes, it is. I'm going to change to tiny boy. Whoa. I can kick fucking paper slammer things. That's what I can do. Paper slammers? Paper fucking things. That's what the hell I am. I truly am tiny. Why would I ever want to go out of my way to become tiny? I remember these different transformations. I actually, before, while I was going through my Cartoon Network era in my retro game, you can climb this as a stair. Whoa, okay. When I was playing my Cartoon Network retro game that I used to play as a child, I went through this game. I was like, I haven't played this game. I'd never played any Ben 10 games because I wasn't the biggest fan of Ben 10. And then I came here once to see exactly what this game was about, and I was like, wait a minute. This looks kind of familiar. I might have played this. I played this like for 1 or 2 minutes to just like kind of explore around and see what this game is about, and I was like, wait a minute, I've seen this game, I've played this game. I definitely played a lot of the other Cartoon Network games, but not this one in particular. This one I haven't played a lot of, as I was saying, I haven't played a lot of Ben 10 retro games, but this one I have played. This is a rare case of a Ben 10 retro game that I have played, which is crazy. I'm glad that this exists though. I don't think I ever completed this game as a child because I don't. It's not because it's difficult, but because it's because it's quite lengthy. If I do remember correctly, it already feels lengthy, and I am still playing. So yeah, it's a little bit lengthy, and it's I think somewhat repetitive. Question mark. I don't actually know how repetitive it is or is not because I haven't played it to the end, so like, you know, you get what I mean. That's just health. I definitely played this and not to recognize it though, which is weird. Why would I never? I could. As I was saying, it's probably because it's long. The child me. It's not that they had ADHD or something, but my child me definitely had their preference for games, and when I'm playing in a game of a cartoon I wasn't the biggest fan of, then I have my. It's not ADHD. It's just I have little patience for games that I don't care too much about. If I'm gonna play a game, I better enjoy it like there's no tomorrow. By which I mean I better have very big interest in games. That's something I found, that some games I just have no interest in, even if it might be something familiar to me. Other games though, sometimes there's some funny stories. For example, a game called A Hat in Time. I saw A Hat in Time somewhere and I was like, whoa, that game looks really cool and I might really enjoy it. So I pirated the game and 100% completed it. And then I enjoyed the game so much I bought it on Steam, 100%ed it again with all the Steam achievements. That game is just, it went down so much my alley. The game was very gameplay oriented, and it was just plain fun and silly, and most definitely fun. I enjoy games that just are fun to play. This bug is gonna try to kill me. I'm gonna kill it first. I enjoy games that just are plain fun. I do not care for games that do not put gameplay front and foremost. I guess sometimes games can be good even if they don't put gameplay first for me. It really depends, but gameplay is like the main thing that I go out of my way for. Like, I am willing to play lots of very difficult games. I'm willing to go out of my way to play difficult games if it means the gameplay is fun and repeatable and it makes me feel good about completing the various challenges. For example, Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is really great. I watched Vettel play Hollow Knight. I'm like, whoa, he keeps on dying. Couldn't be me. I kind of just got the fragile strength and I went for it. And things just died. And if you have fragile strength on and the swarm thing that gravitates the money towards you, and the, whatchamacallit, that's the level complete. There we go. Your Master Day hero. Let's go. Now, why would I ever possibly want to switch to Tiny? Where is Tiny anyway? Which one? That's not Tiny. Tiny is the left one. I am now Tiny. I can do this. Oh, okay. I cannot do anything with that. I remember the Tiny mission. I remember doing the Tiny mission because that looked familiar to me. I am confused. Okay, that says I'm completed it. I'm not gonna do that one again because I've already done it. But yeah, as I was saying, in Hollow Knight, I just got the fragile strength. I got fragile greed because more money, more good. I also got the swarm thing because it allows me to get more money. I mean, it allows me to not get more money, but it allows me to it allows me to have all of the geo gravitate towards me, so I can get extra geo with the extra geo thing. Wildmutt. If you have to be that gross out Wildmutt, you might as well put him to good use. Alright, let's go clear that out, I suppose. Let's go. What is this one thing all about then? How do you work? Oh, okay, interesting. Wait. I cannot hold space. I wish you could, though. Not gonna lie. This seems kind of ass. I'm gonna be... out of all the powers, this one seemed the least interesting because you're just locked into going left and right, and it's like, why would I ever choose this over literally anything else? Like, I don't... Anyway. The dog does not look very good either. Gwen doesn't like it as she was there, like, might have put the mud to use, and I don't like it either. I'm sure Ben doesn't like it either. I'm sure it was more fun in the actual cartoon. Maybe if there's like a whole bunch of boxes, it might be more useful. Maybe like here. But I think the big bulky guy is just better for that, question mark. And this guy is more likely to die than anything else. You are more likely to kill yourself than actually kill others. What am I fucking looking at? This is... Okay, I'm gonna need to delete as few things as possible in hopes of not dying myself. But yeah, as I was saying, I like my gameplay a lot. Hollow Knight had good gameplay, except until when it came to the fucking that boss rush challenge. If I had to, I thought about this quite a lot, because like the reason why I enjoy boss rush is because I get to redo the past bosses, except this time I get to figure out how to do them without taking any hits, or how to like do them with very minimal items. But in Hollow Knight, you get to repeat the same thing over and over again. It's just boring. Like you get a new boss at the end, and that is like, okay, cool. You get a new boss at the end, but you have to beat the first 10 bosses beforehand before you get to the new bosses. So the fun stuff is hidden locked behind a fucking boring ass boss rush area thing. And my main problem is the new bosses, you haven't even learned their patterns yet. You have no idea how they work. You're just expected to go in there and do it first try, and if you don't, you get to redo all of that good stuff all over again. And by good stuff, I mean all that boring shit that you did already. Like, what's the fucking point? I don't like the boss rush in Hollow Knight, man. I might not do a very good job explaining through words exactly how bad it is. If I had to design that boss rush, I would give myself way more checkpoints so you can actually like enjoy the boss rush instead of feeling like you're fucking disabled. The rest of the game was very fun though. I will say that. I cannot wait to see Vettel play the rest of the game. I never actually completed the boss rush because I just could not be arsed. It's just not fun. I was like, okay, you know what? So be it. Sometimes the game just does not want you to complete its challenges. I like being completely destroyed by a challenge, and that boss rush was just it wasn't it, man. It just was not it. I have been definitely 100% been missing certain cards in this level. I can tell you that for a fact. Where are they? Everywhere. I'm gonna have to retrace my steps and then get them again. And I think I'm at the end. Yeah, I am. I missed 5 of them. I need to go back. This is a huge area for no reason. You can't even... Like, if you could hold space and then do that, that would be so much cooler. But this ain't it either. This is just not a fun character to play as. Speaking of things that are not fun, this dog. Alright, back at the staircase, and I do believe this is a split path. I went right here, but there's nothing at the bottom. Okay, cool. In that case, maybe at the bottom here. Free. Let's go. Die. Maybe destroying things is actually good here, because that way I can actually remember where I have gone and where I have not gone, because this is just a maze. Have you been somewhere? Who knows? Apparently I have not been here. Here we go, another one. Okay, anything more down here? I feel like this... there are. You can tell there's stuff here because there are enemies that I have not killed. How many more enemies are there? 3 of them. Okay. There's gonna be a card here, I can already tell. Does this loop around, or does this dead ends? Lovely. Oh, there are lots of things here. I don't know if I want to do this. Yeah, no, I don't want to do this. I don't know why I did that. This is the room, I think, where I almost died. Yeah, this is the big room that caused me to almost die because I did the things and I got the explosives in my face and I exploded. And this, I believe, is where I began. Somewhere around here. In this room right here. Okay, I went left right away, assuming that would be the optional path, but apparently that was the path to go, and there's nothing to the right of the entrance, so I have wasted my time. Where in the absolute fuck is anything in this area? I am back to this room again somehow. Wait, there's something down there, I think. Hold on. Oh. I just kind of went all the way down, and now I'm down here. Okay, so this is the left path here leads to where I was before with the ending sequence. I think there might be one more thing over here somewhere. Ah, down here there is an enemy. You can tell I haven't been here because there's enemies that I have not killed. Get me out of here. Where is it that I'm... Let's just do healing things. There's nothing. Okay, but there must be another staircase over to the left side here. Yes, that is correct. Ah, more enemies. I've been craving for some violence. Nice, there we go, and that's everything. I will say Ben 10 episodes are also not the most memorable things that I've ever witnessed in my life. If you had to put a gun to my head and tell me to recite one of the plots from like Ben 10, I would not be able to do it. There's just nothing there. I will say though, Gwen, 10 out of 10 character design. That's I'm not going to elaborate. Why is anything here? I guess there's just nothing over here. You just extra points if you so want them for some reason. And there we go. That is the ending. Thank you. Good night. 3 things mutated monsters mastered. 7 more to go. Well, might as well switch back to the ghost one. I didn't even know the ghost one can go through walls. When I did my initial like little quick go through of this game, I was like, wait, I'm gonna go through everything normally, like a normal human person. But I accidentally, when I started playing this now, I didn't even know I can switch to different characters. But now that I have, I don't want to change because this is just so good. Alright, here we go. There's another one. Ripjaw. Take that fish face of yours for a swim with Ripjaw in the sewer maze under the factory. Let's go. But yeah, I could not name you a singular episode of fucking Ben 10 even if I tried. Man, this controls like ass. Holy fuck. What am I looking at here? This game is much more repetitive than I have remembered it for. I thought it might be a fun game, but here we are. Oh well, sometimes you win some, you lose some. Why do you need... I guess the only reason why you need the fish is because you're gonna be going under the water or something at some point. You do have like, quite a lot of range though. And by range I mean AoE. You don't have range, but you do have AoE, and that AoE allows you to jump quite a bit. Do I want to go down here yet? Maybe not. I feel like down is gonna be progress, and up is where I want to go if I don't want progress. Let's go up here first. There we go, and I had a feeling, and let me guess, there is nothing else this way. If I am correct, then I am correct, and I am correct, so I am correct. Let's go down here. But yeah, I don't remember a singular Ben 10 episode. I could not recite to a singular episode off the top of my head. Meanwhile, the other cartoons, there are so many cartoons that I can recite the exact plot points of. Like in Powerpuff Girls, there's the episode with the magician. I mean, I guess technically it's not kind of unfair because I've been brought to... I have gotten the chance to remember those episodes by literally playing the Cartoon Network game equivalents of those episodes on my channel. And also I did watch Courage the Cowardly Dog, the entire fucking cartoon, somewhat recently, and the entire series of Kids Next Door even more recently. Actually, one of the Kids Next Door episodes, fucking, what was it, Food Fight? That episode is so fucking goated, like holy shit. It's just crazy to me that one day those animators and artists just chose to wake up and they were like, today we're going to create peak. Fucking based. Modern cartoons could never. It's crazy what they did back in the day with limited resources. That's one thing that I have kind of had a feeling for. The more you limit someone, the more they're going to come up with cool, creative new ideas. If you give someone all the tools in the universe, they're going to fucking fail. But if you give them very limited resources, they're going to make some crazy discoveries. It somehow feels like it's also has something to do with the modern day. I guess it's more difficult to get into science because everything is already being discovered. It's hard to find new ways to make science happen. What am I even saying? Ah, there we go. There's a final thing. Regardless, the point that I'm trying to make is the more you limit someone, the more creative ideas they come up with. So if you want someone to come up with creative ideas, you need to limit them. That's something modern movies could also take into consideration. There's too much talking slop and not enough actually paying attention to telling your story through showing and not telling. Like, the talking is cool and all, but when the movie is like 90% talking and then a little bit of action every now and then, it's just like, bro, what am I even looking at? Or what am I even listening to? That is. Because talking is very simple. Talking is a simple way to just like pad out your movie. You need extra runtime on your movie? Whoa, there's a thing right here. Forearm. Now, this is one of my favorite characters. They have a big strength, and that equals smash. Please smash all of the things you find that you come across. This is the mission that I did, by the way. And I like this character because this character is strong. It just deletes everything out of existence. And the AoE is big as well. I don't even know why I would ever use the fish out of all the things. There was also the mission that I did first, and I did not know what I was doing in this game. I just went around, I destroyed every single box, and I was like, whoa, I am strength man, and I am big pog, must destroy everything, goodbye. What was I talking about again before? I was talking something about, hold on, let me try to remember this for a second. 1 million points, there we go. Broke that record while I was at it. Oh yeah, I remember. The movies. If you want to pad out your movie, just add fucking lots of voice acting to it. It's easy to create and easy to just duplicate or multiply, just like generate more of it. So talking is also that type of thing where, like, if people are talking on the movie, you can easily just look away from the movie and you won't miss anything because you know what's happening in the movie because you're hearing it talked through text. Meanwhile, a movie that does not have lots of sayings, lots of people talking, suddenly, if you look away from the movie, you might miss out a lot. So as a result, this forces the movie creators to really try to figure out how to make an interesting movie that people want to look at, rather than making something that you can just like put playing on a separate screen and then not worry about it too much, not pay too much attention, that is, because there's nothing else going on. It's just a fucking zoom in onto the face. The guy is talking. Whoa, crazy. Talking in movies, never done before. They got so used to talking when the talking just became a thing in movies. Now everyone's talking and they can't stop fucking yapping. It's just various different things. I like limiting things. I like limiting, I've tried to find ways to limit certain options of mine as well every now and then to really bring out more creative sides of me. I don't have any direct examples right now, but I want to do more of that in the future. I think that would be very interesting. I just want to see that happen in general because I think that guy got fucking destroyed. These guys they are not having a great time. They are getting punched in the face by forearms and they are getting exploded. For some reason, while I was running around with this character, I thought of Godot or Godot or whatever, the character from fucking Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I don't know why. Maybe more like Miles Edgeworth because of the red rather than whatever the fuck I'm looking. Sumo. Why am I? Even that guy dies in one hit. Jesus Christ. Okay, the sumo, more like, I don't have anything to say to that one. I'm just gonna grab my sumo card and be on my way. I will destroy things in the process. That is a lot of sumo things. And there's the exit right there. I still need a couple more things though. So I'm gonna go grab those and be on my way. There's one more and there is two more. And that is all we need. Just give me some health. There we go. And we are off. Goodbye, world. By which I mean goodbye mission stage mission. Actually, what does fish look like here? Where is fish anyway? Which one is fish? Ah, fish is there. Okay. If I switch to fish here, I am on land now. This is just ass. What the hell? Let me switch back to my favorite one, the ghost one, which allows me to go through walls and get to my stages that I want to go to faster. There is a thing here. I'm gonna explode these barrels and see if there's anything behind here. This surely... Ah, I already did that one. Never mind. Anything up here in that case? There has to be, right? Never mind. Whoa, that is a lot of range. This ghost has so much range. That's crazy. I don't even know why there is a time limit. Like, honestly, why is there a time limit? You don't need a time limit in this. It just, you switch right back. It's just nonsensical. Ah. Upgrade. The robots are going for the generator band. Use upgrade to show them what high-tech's really all about. Why is it called upgrade? An upgrade to what exactly? What am I... How do you play? Ooh, you have ranged attacks. I see what you're putting down. I cannot fly though. That's not a thing. I am fast on the ground. What is your range even? I mean, AoE. Your AoE is non-existent because your attacks do not go through walls, but they can kind of attack enemies behind walls. They do damage though. That is a positive. But they do not kill enemies in one hit, which is the big sad. Oh, they can hit 2 barrels if you're right up against them. It's whoa. If your pros as a character is you can destroy 2 barrels if you're standing right up against them, you know you're in a bad time. Okay, well, this stage is linear, very straightforward. To a degree. Okay, there are enemies that want a piece of my upgrade booty. My upgraded booty. I'm gonna speedrun this level because this level is just... the boxes can eat my ass. Boxes more like boxes schmoxes. There's gonna be something behind there. I know that for... How did both of you not die? There's 2 cards in one. I respect that. The faster I get this level done, the better it is for me. Can I just like blast those... There we go. You did not die somehow, but so be it. Sometimes things just don't die for no particular reason because they don't feel like it. You need to give them a break. I need to kill... Okay, you can shoot me off screen, but I can't blast your ass off screen with explosives. I see how it is. That is not very cool, bro. I do not like that. I like how straightforward this level is. I can destroy you like that. 1 explosive and 1 attack, and you are dead. I'm gonna use explosive because that is... That destroys boxes faster. Okay. One thing I wanna... can you... How do you make me face the opposite direction even though you're... I don't know. Hold down this... You can hold down the space key in order to attack faster. I guess that makes sense. You don't need to spam the space button. It's just not the thing for... Okay, this level was short, straightforward, and there were many extra paths. I respect that because I did not want to stay in there for any longer than I already was. How about we go to the right side for a change, huh? Let's go right side. There's just a thing right here. Okay. Diamondhead. You're going to need someone even more hard-headed than you for this one. Use Diamondhead's charge to slice through the robots. This looks like a character that does damage as well. I mean, a lot of damage. Whoa, you're also ranged. And you also don't kill things in one hit. How much damage do you do though? What is your range? This is exactly the same as... How is this thing any different than Upgrade? This is literally a carbon copy of fucking Upgrade. I guess they ran out of ideas for how to make interesting characters interesting. I guess that really shows the limiting factor of having a limiting something. You could have done this game so good by adding so many different cool abilities, and yet you just copy-pasted one of them and maybe even more of them. Well, at least the sounds are more satisfying. I like this one more because the sounds are more satisfying and the character looks cooler, so if you ever want to choose, you should always choose this one, because this one is just cooler. Okay. Ah, you take 2. I thought you took 3 hits from upgrade, actually. Which means you do slightly more... So wait, you do slightly more damage than upgrade as well. Not only are you an upgrade, you do slightly more damage. Why do you ever use upgrade for anything? I guess... Does upgrade have faster walking speed? I don't feel like I'm that much faster. I missed so many cars back there, didn't die. I'm gonna need to backtrace myself. Unless it joins back here. It might join back here. I'm guessing right there is gonna be progress, and left here is gonna join back to where I was before. Well, I'm sure at the very least there are more things here because there's enemies. I think I'm back where I was before. Yeah. This is here. Which means that there might be more things on the left side here. A card, per se, somewhere. Does not look like there's cards this way. Okay, so... Oh, wait. Never mind. It said down here. This is what I want to be. This is where all the good stuff is at. Alright, just shoot my thing, shoot the whoop, and get my health, and get out of here. Anyone else want a slice of my booty? No. Any takers? No. Okay. There's a booty slicer right over there. Booty shooter even. They tried to shoot. Why is there a second one? Hello? Why are you there? You're a sniper from afar. You know what? I kind of respect that. We haven't seen a singular enemy. Yeah, we haven't seen a singular enemy that shoots you from afar. I guess technically it could have been the case with fucking Ghostface, but Ghostface can go through walls, or like, and they can float above fucking. They can float above pit, so that like that barely even counts. I missed that one. Jesus Christ. Do you think I left these boxes here so I can break them and get my health back, and then exit stage right? Do you actually get your health back between levels, I wonder? Survey says you do not get your health back between levels. Okay. 3 more heroes to go. Let's play as Ben for a moment. Because we play as Ghost Guy this whole time, and it's like... Bruh. You know? There's gotta be something to the right here, isn't there? Hello, Boogman? Ben does no fucking damage. I'm gonna screw Ben. And I'm gonna go Ghostface. Jesus Christ. Like, look at this. This fucking range, bro. Boss battle lot. Oh. Is this where the boss battle is? This might be where the end boss battle is or something. I don't know what's supposed to be over there, but what's supposed to be over here is XLR8. Why is it with the name? Why is it named the way that it is? What is it with boys and things that go fast? I mean, speed is cool, but, you know, race through the obstacle course with XLR8 and be sure to pick up, yep. Race through, you say? How fast am I then? How fast? Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. Man, I am fast. That is... I actually respect that. This makes me want to play the level because I am actually fast. Because this game plays like a slog otherwise. You don't do a lot of damage though, but that's the payoff for being extremely fast. You may be slow, but I mean you may not do the biggest damage, but you are the fastest fuck, and the enemies will never catch you alive. They will never catch you dead either. You can outspeed. The only issue with being faster than light is that you constantly live in darkness. That's a quote from somewhere that I heard. I don't know where, but I like that quote. It's stupid and I like it. I like it because it's stupid. All roads lead to Rome, as they say, because everything leads me to this. I'm not gonna destroy those. Fuck that. I need to run through all of this. There's like a red carpet all the way for me. Why is this red? It feels like a red carpet is being just like ice. There is something up there. Hold on. Like, yeah, there's something over here. How do you get... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, I knew there was something over here. I had to get that there before I go too far and then lose out on all of the goodies. Alright, back on track right here. Break the boxes as well. Because why not? You are so fast. Oh, man, this is fun. You know what? Some of these characters were not particularly fun. This one is one of the fun ones. I will agree. I like when characters are actually different and do different things and have different good things and bad things. Their pros and their cons. Why are they called pros and cons? I don't know. But that's what they're called, so that's what I'm gonna call them. I am Speed. That is a name of a Twitch streamer. I do not watch them because I do not care. You are dead, good sir. Goodbye. Get. And the exit is gonna be probably top right side, so I'm gonna go all the way left here and then down if I can. If I cannot, okay. I'm gonna go down while I can on the right side. Now I go back to the left, and there should be something here for, yeah, there is. I knew I had to miss something by going all the way out of my way. How did that box not die when it was literally right next to an explosive? That box was just not having it. That box was like, no. I've seen my brethren be destroyed, and I am having none of that. I respect that. Where is the last thing that I'm looking for? It's right next to the exit. Good. You know what? I do respect the speediness of this guy, so let me just get this and then go. I can be much faster with this. The ghost guy can go through walls, but if I just don't fight anything and I just go around fighting things faster, it's just faster. You know what? I found the ghost thing that can go through walls. I like that tech, but I also like speed. Speed, pretty pog. Where in the absolute MacFuck am I going? Okay, I am running out of time. Where are the rest of them? Wait, there's more to the left side here, like past this area. What was this area again? I forgot. Oh, the enemies actually have you fucking... This is the fish one. The enemies actually respect the fact that you are trying to transform. They don't attack you while you're transforming. What the hell? And here is another one, and I believe that's the last one on the left side. That is Stinkfly. Hey, Bogbrain, the space under the factory would make a great obstacle course for Stinkfly. So this guy can fly, and what else can you do? You have 1, 2, 3 eyes. You have legs galore. Whoa. Okay, so you're another shooter, but you can fly across obstacles. Man. Your attacking is quite... You don't even one-shot boxes. You do attack fast though, but like... Okay. So yours is a worse version of the fucking ghost guy. Because the ghost guy is... I guess they're a little bit slower. They move slower, but they do more damage, and their attack has more AoE, and they can also go through fucking walls. What's with this game and just like just copy pasting characters? Yeah, you could just go through walls if you could before, but this time you cannot do that. You can't even one-shot barrels that you explode. Man. Jesus. Rude. Hello. Die. I'm gonna send this guy to Jesus. Do you like Jesus, Mr. Guy? Well, go meet them. Say hi to Jesus for me, Mr. Guy. Say hi to all of the... This guy decided that they're not gonna die. I'm gonna need to start cutting away some areas, because this is very repetitive. I'm gonna need to find some interesting areas and then show them, like, explosive areas. Whoa. I am dying. I am live now. I have full health again. Alright. I am this way. Man, these guys do not care, do they? I guess that makes sense. Where is this going? Top side. I just don't even want to fight anything because I do no damage. What the hell am I looking at here? I guess I'm looking at something. This is certainly something I'm looking at. I'm gonna just avoid your attack. I'm gonna keep flying up and down and just I'm going to ignore you. You have caused me to become so bored that I'm just gonna ignore you. You no longer exist in my peripheral vision or in any vision. You are dead to me. Am I going towards the exit? I might be going towards the exit. I'm not gonna lie. If that's the case, I'm gonna be big sad because I have been skipping enemies and everything. The enemies are actually dealing damage now. This is so much nicer if I just completely avoid all the enemies and don't attack anyone. It's like a pacifist run. There's gonna be something here. There's not. Why is there nothing there? Hello? This makes no sense. So playing slowly actually has its merits. You get to... Whoa, that's a lot of things. Leave you be. Where in the absolute max fuck am I? I can get a thing. Where am I? I guess I am going to find out later. And by later, I mean at some point. Later down the line. Once I find my place in life. There are so many errors in this game. Do they spell something out? P... G holy. Wait. This looks kind of based. Whoa, that's cool. P-O-P... P-O... Popco? Is that like the name of the creators of the game? I don't know who made it. I am at the exit. I don't want to be here because I'm not even halfway down. Well, I am halfway down, I guess. Well, there is so much void here. What am I looking at? Why do you keep pushing me upwards? I just die. I found a thing. I am dead. This is big sad. The saddest part, however, is now I have to do all of that all over again. No, I do not want to do that all over again, but life is cruel, so there you go. Do this again. Well, I believe I found the two things that I missed last time, so now I just need to do the entire thing all over again. Oh wait, there's one more thing over there. I somehow missed that while going through here. I probably missed something else somewhere else as well. I have no idea what and where though. This is the joint place that I went down. Is there anything right side here? I went top side first. But this goes through the middle. Does this go to where my exit is? Maybe. Let me hold right here. There's a thing down there. What the hell? Oh wait, have I been here? I genuinely have no idea. If I keep holding right here, I'm in the void that I was at before. Okay, so I am where I think I was. Alright, let's retrace my steps by going the way that I went initially. I am at the end. Where is the last thing? Where is the last thing? Is it up here? It is. That's the one that I died at before, I think. And this is the exit. Thank God. This was painfully slow. Alright, well. One more mission to go and then we are done. Now the question is, which one am I missing? I do not know which number I am missing. Let me look around and I'll get back to you once I've... Is it down here right underneath me? No. What if you lose your ability inside a wall? You die. Noted. Boss battle locked still. Okay, so that's where it all ends. I did not mean to do this. Can I leave, please? I don't want to be here again. Nah, I guess I'm doing this again. Accidentally. I don't trust that the game isn't going to reset my progress if I try to leave and come back. So I'll do this and come back. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of enemies. There we go. Oh, wait. I went literally directly up. And somehow I missed this whole area. And this is where the final thing is. What is this? Heatblast. Use Heatblast to blow up the blue barrels, but keep an eye out for the explosive ones. I've been doing that this whole time. Thank you very much. I don't need you to tell me how to do my things. What is this one like? Another shooter. Huh. Okay. And this one is literally exactly the same, and it can't even fly. Okay. Why is this one any more special than anything else? I do not know. This is just janky and weird as fuck. I'm gonna skip around because I have nothing else smart to say about this anymore. I guess it's not too bad because it's on foot. Everything's on foot. Unless I miss something. The melee range is also decent, I guess. Although it's nothing to write home about. By which I mean it's just yeah. Anyway, like if you're need to be up against boxes, you even get 2 boxes in a row as well. So yeah, it's literally no different. It's just a clunkier version of something before. This is definitely something that was way cooler in the actual cartoon compared to what this is. If I was a child and this was my favorite character, I would be disappointed. Some of these areas almost remind me of fucking... what's that game? Acid Factory, I believe. Yeah, it's like the way that everything is playing around with the perspective. I guess it's just a regular 2.5D flat dimensions perspective. The regular, I guess, RPG style. What do you call this perspective exactly? Probably 2.5D flat. That's what I call it, at least. Oh, that's gonna go big bluey. Do not stand near explosions. I have learned from my mistakes from the fly stage. I need to stand away, as I was saying. As I just freshly finished saying, I need to keep my distance. That's a lot of barrels. I'm gonna let those barrels explode. Guys, that's funny. Explosions are cool. That is a lot of enemies, holy. And I get to not do explosion barrel things because the enemies did not let me. This is so many explosions. Like, this guy should at the very least do like more damage. But maybe like the fire dissipates over time. Ah, that's the exit. Like, the fire should like stop going too far so you can't like fire too far. But it should do extra damage in return. That's the way that I would make this guy a little bit more fun and different compared to the other shooters that already exist in this game. I'm talking game design in a game that is already made and never going to change. Game design is something I consider myself good at. You know, I have seen like 1,000 games. I know what games work. I know what games don't work. And I believe this is gonna be the final. Whoa. Big explodey loo. Let's go. I like explosions. They're fun and satisfying. Where does this go? I guess that's just not a shortcut, but an alternate way to my place where I want to go. But yeah, I am good at game design. My main focus when making games is making them fun, because that's what games are all about. If your game is not fun, you're not doing a very good job. Awesome. You've mastered a hero, not just any hero, the final hero. That is all of them. Congratulations, all missions complete. Boss battle unlocked. Ready? I guess so. I'm gonna change myself to the one that I like the most, which is the ghost one. I'm glad I found this one immediately. I'm pretty sure I remember this one being the most OP even back in the day when I first got introduced to it, because like, holy fuck, look at that. You can't tell me that shit ain't fucking OP. It just is. You are fast, you do damage, and your damage isn't too fast, but like your range is insane. And here is boss battle. Whoa, a giant robot-sized hole in the wall. I bet if I follow it, I'll find a giant robot to smash. Excellent. Yo. We are in a mission. I am gonna go ahead and switch to a character that does big damage. By which I mean you. Because you just insta-kill everything. If I run against anything that does damage, they will die. Oh, my timer is way slower here compared to normally. So I can literally just switch right back. So, what is the point of the timer? Like, legitimately, what is the point of the timer? It does nothing. The timer legitimately does nothing. I do this and it don't. There's no way. This game is too easy, man. I can punch you to death with my own Ben 10. Whoa, you deal damage. What if I just don't care? What if I just don't care? Whoa, you deal damage. That is not very okay. I need to heal while I have the chance. There we go. I'm gonna. Did you heal? Did you heal yourself? Okay. I've had enough of your shenanigans. You have time to eat the dirt that you came from. You know what? If you have the chance to attack, you actually deal damage. I'm going to proclaim that. I'm gonna switch to Ghostface to get some to get some health back because I desperately need it. What if I just used to hold on? What if I just like, you know what? I'm gonna go all the way out this way because I can. Like, there's nothing stopping me from how did they get? Stop following me. I am going. Okay, I need to. There is so much health around, and I need to grab all of it. If I, the hitboxes in this game are not the greatest. I need to be. Okay, great. Let's try that one more time. Okay, let's move up, and now let's get the big guns going. Just do damage immediately with no. You do way too much damage for no reason. I'm gonna punch you to death while I can, because you do too much damage. I'm gonna. Okay. What if I just do this and just, this is probably the most OP to fight against this because you run too fast. The guy. Why am I not dealing damage? Hello? Where's my damage? Hello? Blizzard? Balance? Riot? Script error. Continue. Script. What? Hello? I lost all of my progress, didn't I? Never mind. All my progress is still here. God damn. I am so glad this game saves your progress. I was about to be down in depression land. I don't know what kind of voodoo magic they used in order to get this damage, but I am glad they did because Jesus Christ. If I did all of that only to not get the ending because the game fucking ran into a script error, I would have been so mad. Alright, get big guy going first, then switch, then get this. That's the big guy. Get the speedy guy, and then just go ham. Okay. Can I? Okay. Let me do this. Just keep on doing that. Hold on. Let me retreat. What if I? Actually, hold on. What if I get Bogman? What if I just do this? Like, can you hit me? I don't think you can. Like, this is just cheating, isn't it? Yeah, you cannot do anything as long as I am actually like. Okay, alright, okay. This guy deals way too much damage way too quickly. None of my powers are any good here. I think I just need to do what worked before, which is just stand here and use my normal me. Like, you are just like somehow not. I don't know why this is working, honestly. This, for some reason, is just working, and I am confused. I am just as confused as you are. Why is this the best strategy? I need to run for it. I really need to run for it because I am getting toasted. There are too many enemies. I need to kill them all first, and then Jesus Christ. If I just stay at the top here. Okay, so you need to fight this guy from the side. This is just like the most unfair thing in the universe. Die. Hello? Fucking die. How do you not hit the guy a singular time? I was swinging my tail like so many times. Like, legitimately, the range on this speedy guy is fucking dog shit. Oh my god, it actually is dog shit. Okay, noted. Do not play as a speedy guy. The speedy guy is dog shit. Okay, so we switch to the big guy. Get to the top of him. And just do damage like this. You cannot attack me because I am above you. And I will keep on doing damage until you die. Okay. I do not like this carrot. This boss. This boss is AIDS. Get some health. Where is all my health? Where is it? Okay, switch to big guy again. Kill all the enemies. Because, yes. I'm gonna die again. Aren't I? I am dead again. Okay. Switch back and run for it. And okay, never mind. This guy is still shit. And just switch to a normal Ben. this for some reason works way better than it should. And if it doesn't, these small guys doing more damage to me than the actual boss. I need to run. I do like how the boss spinning spawns all of these things, but I also do not like how it does damage way too fast for its own good. I also don't like you really did not need to add all of these extra fucking enemies. The extra enemies were not necessary. I have invisible deframes while I'm switching characters, so I need to make advantage of that. How am I low on health already? Switch to big guy. There we go. You cannot possibly live this. I need to use my invisibility frames. Invisibility frames are OP in this game. How are you so fast? I don't like this game. Wait a minute. Wait. If I just keep on switching like that, does this work? No. This boss is fucking dog shit. I hate this. Like, okay, at this point, the only thing I know how to do is fucking get this guy and then just keep attacking like this from my range. That's like the only... This is the safest way to go about it. Everything else is just bad. I need to run, switch to a range guy again, and then I attack like this. How... Okay, I still do not understand how you are supposed to dodge any of that. I need to change to a flying guy and then do this. I do not like any of this. I'm a fucking dead man standing, bro. I do not understand any of this. Get my health back while I can. I need to kill all of these guys while I can or something, because this is not okay. This guy needs to die. Why do I even need this guy? This guy does nothing. They were good in water, but now they're dog shit. I need to run for it, get my health back, cause Jesus McFuck. Is this the run? Is this the run? Is this the run? Is this the run? Please let it be the run. Okay, change my form. Okay, like literally the way you beat this game is by just switching to big damage mode and then running for it. That was that had no reason to be this AIDS, but it was. You win! You did it, Ben! Vilgax's robots have been sent packing and the Omnitrix is safe and sound. Welcome to the big leagues. You're a hero now. Ooh, I did it. Yes. I will celebrate my becoming hero by drop kicking this damn watch into the ocean. Aliens, schmalians. I like being human. After all, if I was one of the monsters, then how am I supposed to be able to fuck my sis? Regardless, this has been Ben 10 Battle Ready. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.